Your 7-iron's unpredictable. Your driver's gone wild. Is it you or is your swing hiding something? Welcome to golf, where distances lie and every swing tells a story. In this video, we're breaking it all down. No jargon, just fun, facts, and maybe a little ego check. Let's go! Kicking things off with the big dog, the driver. We all know it, we all love it, or fear it. The driver is the club you bring out when you're feeling bold, brave, or maybe just a little reckless. This is your longest club, designed to send the ball flying far into the fairway or into someone's backyard if you're having a bad day. Now, the textbook average distance for a driver, that's somewhere between 230 and 290 yards. But let's be real here. On an actual course with nerves, wind, swing hiccups, and that awkward breakfast burrito weighing you down, it varies. Big time. If you're a pro golfer, hitting 300 plus yards is basically breakfast. But for us mere mortals, most men average between 200 and 230 yards, while women typically land between 150 and 200 yards. But here's the kicker. Distance isn't everything. In fact, being accurate and consistent can save you way more strokes than launching a missile off the tee every few holes. Here's a pro tip. Don't try to kill the ball. It's not a fight. Let the club do the work. Slow down your backswing just a little and you'll gain better control. Wood. Next up, we've got the trusty 3-wood. Think of it as the multi-tool of your bag. Need a reliable option off the fairway? This guy's got you. Tight tee shot with zero room for error. Again, your 3-wood comes to the rescue. It's often called the most versatile club in your bag, and for good reason. It's your plan B that often performs like plan A. In terms of numbers, men average 215 to 240 yards, while women are in the 170 to 190 yard range. But here's something cool. Many amateur golfers actually hit their 3-wood straighter than their driver. It's got a slightly shorter shaft and more loft, which means you're less likely to slice it into the woods or shank it into the next zip code. So if the driver gives you anxiety on narrow holes, switch it up. Go with the 3-wood. It's like the reliable friend who shows up early, never complains, and always brings snacks. Hybrids and 5-woods. Alright, now let's talk about hybrids and 5-woods, aka the problem solvers. Ever stand over your ball in a tough lie and think, what club am I even supposed to use right now? That's where hybrids shine. They're specifically designed for those tricky in-between moments. Bad lie in the rough? Long approach from the fairway? Can't trust your long iron? Boom! Hybrid. Hybrids and 5-woods typically cover 180 to 215 yards for men and 140 to 170 yards for women. They're super forgiving and easier to launch high, even when you're not exactly swinging like Rory McIlroy. If you've ever struggled with traditional long irons, hybrids are like switching from a flip phone to a smartphone. Suddenly, everything just works better. Long irons. Now we're stepping into slightly intimidating territory. Long irons. You know, the 3, 4, and sometimes 5 irons that most weekend golfers either love or absolutely fear. They're designed to deliver 170 to 210 yards for men and 130 to 170 yards for women, but only if you can strike them cleanly. The problem is, long irons aren't very forgiving. You need speed, precision, and a solid strike. Miss the sweet spot? You'll feel it in your hands, your ego, and maybe your soul. That's why many golfers now swap out long irons entirely for, you guessed it, hybrids. But if you insist on keeping them in the bag, learn to master the low punch shot. It's especially handy in windy conditions or if you need to stay under tree branches. Tiger made it look cool. You can too, with some practice. Mid-irons. Mid-irons, the workhorses of your iron set. This includes your 6 and 7 irons, and these are the clubs you'll likely use the most, especially for approach shots and mid-range fairway attacks. Let's talk numbers. A 6-iron will usually go 150 to 180 yards for men and 110 to 150 yards for women. A 7-iron clocks in at around 140 to 170 yards for men and 100 to 140 for women. These clubs strike the perfect balance between power and precision. Most golfers find them comfortable and reliable, like your favorite hoodie. Now, do you want to squeeze out a bit more yardage? Instead of swinging harder, which usually backfires, check your setup. A small tweak in your posture, grip, or weight shift can unlock extra distance without sacrificing control. Short irons. We're dialing things in now. Let's talk about short irons. Your 8 and 9 irons. These babies are all about control. You're not trying to break distance records here. You're aiming to stick the ball on the green and give yourself a birdie putt, or at least avoid a 3-putt disaster. A good 8-iron gets you 130 to 160 yards for men, 90 to 130 yards for women. A 9-iron brings it in closer, 120 to 150 for men, 80 to 120 for women. This is where your swing needs to get a little more artistic. Think soft hands, focused eyes, and confident follow-through. These clubs are perfect for approach shots where you need precision without overthinking. And if you're near the green but don't want to chip, use a 9-iron for a bump-and-run shot. It's a low-risk and highly effective approach when executed well. Pitching wedge. Welcome to one of the most underrated clubs in your bag, the pitching wedge. It's like the middle child who doesn't get enough credit, but somehow keeps the whole family together. Expect distances of 110 to 140 yards for men and 70 to 110 yards for women. It's perfect for shots that need loft, but still carry a solid distance. Whether you're approaching the green or chipping from the fringe, this wedge gives you versatility and control. Most amateurs overlook this club when practicing, which is a big mistake. It's your go-to when you're stuck in that annoying, not quite chip, not quite full swing zone. Try practicing half swings and 3/4 swings with your pitching wedge. It'll improve your finesse game and lower your scores, guaranteed. GAP wedge. Okay, now we're getting into specialty territory. Let's talk gap wedge, the club that fills the awkward space between your pitching wedge and sand wedge. Ever felt like there's a weird yardage gap in your bag? That's what this club is designed to fix. You're looking at 90 to 120 yards for men and 60 to 100 yards for women. It's perfect for those in-between distances where a full pitching wedge would overshoot and a sand wedge wouldn't quite get there. Here's a pro trick. Use your regular pitching wedge swing, but choke down on the grip. That gives you more control without sacrificing feel. Sand wedge. The sand wedge, the club that makes or breaks your bunker game. While it's known for escaping sand traps, it's also crazy useful for flop shots, soft pitches, and high approach shots. Average distances, 70 to 100 yards for men, 40 to 80 yards for women. Most golfers don't practice bunker shots enough, so when you do get stuck in the sand, remember, the goal is to hit the sand behind the ball, not the ball itself. Let the bounce of the club lift the ball out with that satisfying splash. And here's a secret. Open the club face, take a wider stance, and follow through high. It's like drawing a rainbow arc that ends right on the green. LOB wedge. Let's finish off the wedge family with the lob wedge, the most dramatic club in your bag. If the sand wedge is your bunker buddy, the lob wedge is your magic wand. It's designed to pop the ball up high and land it soft. Perfect for clearing hazards, tight pins, or showing off. Expect 50 to 90 yards for men and 30 to 60 yards for women. But a fair warning, this club is not beginner-friendly. It requires touch, practice, and nerves of steel. Use it wrong and your ball might go 5 feet, or 50 yards in the wrong direction. Treat this club like juggling, amazing when mastered, chaotic when winged. Putter. And finally, we reach the most used, least glamorous club in your bag, putter. There's no average distance here because it's all about feel, touch, and nerve. Whether you're tapping in a 2-footer or trying to lag a 40-footer close, the putter is your clutch player. Ironically, while most amateurs obsess over driver distance, they lose the most strokes on the green. Practice distance control more than line control. Work on your 10 to 20 footers and lag putts. That's where scores are made or wrecked. Important factors. Distance in golf isn't just about the club you're using. One major factor is your swing speed. The faster you swing, the farther the ball goes. Then there's the type of golf ball. Softer balls offer more control but may sacrifice distance unless your swing is fast enough. Weather plays a part too. Shots go shorter in cold air and farther in warm conditions. Elevation can add extra yards, especially at higher altitudes. Even the lie of the ball, club design, and your own energy levels or nerves affect how far you hit. Golf isn't just physical, it's personal. So there you have it, your complete, no-nonsense guide to how far you should be hitting your golf clubs. But here's the real takeaway. Don't obsess over what's normal. Find your distance, know it, own it, and build your game around it. And hey, if your buddy says he hits his 7-iron 190 yards, just nod and smile, and then beat him with your short game. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, drop your longest ever shot in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more fun, no fluff golf content.